When I was a boy growing up in Richmond, Virginia, I remember sitting in my grandmother's den watching the news from Boston, where a lot of angry white people were throwing things and saying horrible things aimed at buses filled with young black kids going to school. They were opposed to the integration of Boston schools. My grandmother, who was born in 1898 and grew up on a rural farm in the mountains of Virginia, had always grown up with black kids. She shook her head and she said, "Those people, son, are on the wrong side of history." And she was right. And like so many of my ancestors who frankly owned slaves in the 1860s in Virginia, they ended up being on the wrong side of history. And here we are in 2015. And today, the governor of Indiana, Governor Pence, signed a bill into law that says that people, based on their religion, can discriminate against gay people. I almost feel sorry for Governor Pence, almost, because years from now, or maybe even months from now, when this law will finally go down, as I predict it will, to some sort of horrible end and be repealed, Governor Pence will not be remembered for any of the good works he may have done as governor. Be Republican, be Democrat, be independent, we are never remembered for the things we did long ago. We're remembered for the last thing we did. And at the moment, right now, Governor Pence will be remembered on the wrong side of history for opposing civil rights for gay people. You know, Governor Pence said that one of the reasons he was signing this law was because religious freedom is under attack. Well, I got to tell you, having grown up in a religious family, I don't think religious people are under threat by anyone. We're not saying that we want to change people's religion in Indiana. We're not even saying that we want to buy a cake from a homophobic baker. We're just saying that we have the right to. I'm not real afraid of those bakers who don't want to sell cakes to us in Indiana. I'm more afraid of people who might see a trend in what Governor Pence has just done. But I'm not too afraid. Because to quote the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., "The arc of justice is sometimes long, but it does bend eventually towards justice." This is David Perry.